know this podium's kind of low and middle, but I'm not going to stand at the podium. I'm a walker, so I'll probably be walking around there. But welcome to our opportunity meeting. I'm Cassie Terry. I'm a Senior Gold Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. I actually, yesterday was my 1-year anniversary with Plexus. I signed up last summer after my sister had kind of told me about how it made her feel. She suffers from hypoglycemia. So she said she knew that within the first 10 minutes of taking her first drink of our pink drink that her blood sugar was stabilizing. And she said, I don't care if it does anything else. If it can keep my blood sugar stable, I'm taking it forever. So I signed up to sell it as an ambassador on August 1st last year, and I have been pleasantly surprised with how things are going with that. But thank you guys for coming. I know it's right before school starts on a Saturday. It's not easy to get here, so I appreciate you being here. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a product overview. We do have some door prizes, so if you are not already an ambassador, put your name in the hat. We'll draw your name out. We have lots to choose from, several combinations of things. So I'll go over the door prizes real quick, and then we'll get into our product overview. These are just water cups, and there's a couple of packages of the Slim in there. I have a 7-day trial of the Slim and Accelerator. I have a journal for keeping track of things, measurements, and whatnot. And we have another water bottle with a 3-day trial of Slim and Accelerator. And then a shaker, a blender bottle with 3 packs of the vanilla Plexus 96 shakes. So when we do our drawings, we'll do them a couple times throughout the presentation. And if you're the winner, you can just choose what you want to take home. So I think we're good to go to the next slide. Okay, so Plexus Worldwide is based out of Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona, and there are several distribution centers across the United States. That's just to help get products to you quickly and efficiently. We started as a breast health company in 2005. And then in September of 2009, they had a couple of, in 2005 they came out with a couple of breast health products. Did pretty good with that, but a product developer approached them with this product called, it eventually became called Plexus Slim. And they decided that they would go ahead and launch the Plexus Slim. They liked the health benefits of it. So the Plexus Slim has an 85% success rate on its own, which is not anything to blink an eye at. That's pretty good as far as, it was doing what they were anticipating it to do. But any company that's trying to be the best that they can be, they wanted their success rate to be higher than that. So in January 2011, they launched a product called the Accelerator, and that bumped their success rate up to 93%, or almost 93%, 92.8%. In October 2012, they wanted to add some more health products. So they brought in Dr. Dan Coots, and he launched the Fast Release products. And then since October 2012, they've also added the BioPens Probio 5. They reformulated what was called the breast cream into the body cream, because men didn't really want to be rubbing things on their skin that was for breasts. And then last year in November, they reformulated the Accelerator. It's called the Accelerator Plus now. They just changed a couple ingredients. People were not able to take it because of some allergy issues, so took out the ingredients that were causing the allergy issues and renamed it the Accelerator Plus. And then just this May, we launched the Boost and the X Factor chewables. So I'm going to go into all of that in a little bit more detail. That was just kind of an overview. 2005 to 2014, we're a pretty young company, but we're projected to be $1 billion sales company by 2015. So a lot of companies didn't reach that status until 20, 30 years into their game. So we're pretty happy with how things are going with Plexus so far. The breast self-exam kit. This product is kind of near and dear to my heart. My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer whenever I was a senior in high school. So self-breast exams, breast health education, things like that are really important for my family, for a personal reason. This product was featured on the show called The Doctors, as The Bachelor, as one of the doctors. It's like daytime TV. Anyway, there was a man whose wife had this. He decided he would use it. He actually detected a lump in his own breast. A man, yes, men can get breast cancer too. And he was able to detect a very small lump in his breast by using this product. So what you do is it's a lubrication layer between two really thin layers of plastic, and it increases the sensory touch on your fingertips by 5 times, so you're able to detect those very, very, very small abnormalities. Everybody should do a home self-breast exam at least once a month, and a lot of times they'll teach you to do it in the shower when you have soap on your hands, so your hand can glide a little bit easier. This makes it easy to do anytime, anywhere. Well, not anywhere. You want to do it in private, but you guys can pass this around and kind of rub your hand over it and see. I usually have like a plate of sugar where you can fill the little granules of sugar, but that part didn't happen today. The next is what was Dr. Spencer's breast cream. Reformulated and renamed it last year to be Plexus body cream. The active ingredient is spirulina algae, which is, you can see my bottle has like a really dark spot at the opening. It comes out like a gray color, and that's the gray color is from the activated charcoal, and the spirulina algae is the active ingredient. So it just helps detoxify your skin. It pulls out all the free radicals. There's no way to avoid that. Pollution in the air.
Sorry, this is
mocking me. The pollution in the air. There's you're out in the sun, no sunscreen. People buy that from sunscreen on. So this just helps pull the toxins out of your skin. And like most people, ambassadors have found very interesting ways to use this. My favorite is bug bites. We put it on bug bites for Little Miss thing. Also, I have burned my finger on my hair straightener before, and within 5 minutes put this on, and it took the heat completely out of the burn. I had no issues. It wasn't sensitive to touch or anything. And this summer, people have, you stay out of that. This summer, people have been using it on sunburns to pull the heat out of the sunburn, so that you don't blister, or trying to avoid the blister. That's when your skin blisters after sunburn, it's typically because there's heat trapped under your skin. You can get the heat out with this, and you typically don't have the blistering issues. Oh, look, I went through all that, and I could have just read it. People have put it on their shingles before, rashes, acne. Acne's a big one. There's several teenage kids that have body acne, and the before and after pictures of their acne after using the body cream is pretty incredible. A lot of people use it for like a night moisturizer at nighttime. You can feel it tighten your skin whenever you put it on. You can kind of feel your, not that it's gonna like remove a bunch of wrinkles or anything, but you can definitely feel it tighten up. Okay, you can do it. So one of the main products that we offer is Plexus Slim. Plexus Slim was introduced in 2009. It was originally developed for type 2 diabetics. And people that are struggling with prediabetes or early type 2 diabetes, their blood sugar is never really balanced. And so what Plexus Slim was designed to do was to keep from doing those highs and lows on your blood sugar. And all participants in the study, whenever they were testing the product, didn't have regulated blood sugar, but they also lost weight. And that, if you think about it, whenever your body has a really high spike in sugar, your pancreas secretes insulin, that brings your sugar down. Well, it has to do something with all that excess sugar that's in your blood, and that gets stored as fat. And so that's where you run into people that struggle with diabetes or sugar issues. Typically are overweight, especially type 2 diabetes. So whenever you're able to keep that blood sugar in balance, then your body's able to metabolize the fat for energy rather than metabolizing the extra sugar for energy. So that is Plexus Slim. It's our main one. I like to talk about it in a health manner rather than, hey, this is our weight loss product, you should try it, because it wasn't originally developed for weight loss. That's just an awesome side effect of it. Personally, I crave 0 sugar whenever I take the Slim. And I think that's a big help with people. A lot of people struggle with being able to say no to a piece of cake or say no to a piece of pie. And I feel like the Slim kind of empowers you to say, no, I don't really think I want a piece of pie. I mean, I could eat it. I mean, if I wanted to, I could eat it. But I don't think I necessarily need to eat that piece of pie. I know I don't. I know I don't need it for, calories. Those aren't healthy calories. So I think the Slim is probably one of the best ways to be able to curb your appetite, help with your cravings. It's made from natural ingredients. Everything comes from plant. So here are just some examples. Lemon extract, beetroot extract. Beetroot extract is what gives us its pink color. And then its flavoring comes from pomegranate. I could go into all the details, but I'm like, okay, that's where it comes from. That's all we need to know. Natural ingredients. Oh, it is not a meal replacement. We want you to eat your recommended daily calories every day, even whenever you're taking the Slim. You can go online, Google recommended daily calories. It'll ask you what your weight is. It'll ask you what your height is, and it'll tell you this is how many calories you should eat. One thing that I think people have a misconception of is when you're trying to lose weight, you don't eat food and you'll lose weight. Well, that sends your body into a starvation mode, and it's going to hold on to everything that it can. So regardless of how much you're starving yourself, you're not going to drop the weight. So that's why we encourage people to go ahead and eat. And sometimes some people don't feel like eating. It'll suppress your appetite to a point where you're like, man, I don't really want to eat. You need to make yourself eat something so that your body can release that excess weight. No caffeine or stimulants added, and it's just one stick. Where did I put that? Oh, one stick. It comes in a little Crystalite package. It's not Crystalite, but it looks like a Crystalite package. Pour it in a bottle of water or a cup of water. I recommend doing it in room temperature water, and then if you need to add ice to it, do that later because it mixes a little bit better with the water whenever the water's room temperature. You can mix it with cold water. It just takes a little extra shaking, which might be good for your arm muscles, I guess. The Accelerator Plus was reformulated in 2011. The original Accelerator came out, I believe in 2006. Oh no, sorry, in 2011 it was added and then reformulated in 2013. The Accelerator is meant to work synergistically with the Plexus Slim. Not meant to be taken by itself. It's meant to be an add-on product to help this Plexus Slim work better. It's meant to increase your energy and suppress your appetite. It does have a natural form of caffeine in it, and that's where that extra energy comes from. It's not going to give you that spike of energy and then a crash later like drinking a cup of coffee would, but it does give you a little bit of extra energy. People with blood pressure issues, we recommend that you talk to your physician about taking the Slim and Accelerator before you do so, because the Accelerator, it can make your heart beat faster, and if you have blood pressure issues, you want to make sure your doctor okays that before you start in. Boost is our newest product. It was launched this year at convention in 2014. This product is a thermogenic blend of ingredients that's meant to suppress your appetite and give you long-lasting energy. It is also meant to be a metabolism booster. So a lot of people will notice, oh, I'm kind of hungry. They'll feel hungry whenever they take the boost. Well, that's their body adjusting to that higher rate of metabolism. To make your metabolism run faster, you have to feed it. It's like your car. You want your car to drive fast, you gotta make sure there's gas in it. You want your body's metabolism to run better, you gotta make sure you're feeding it. Now, high protein snacks are good, high sugar snacks are not good. So you wanna stay away from anything refined or processed. Whenever you're feeding that metabolism, you wanna stay with vegetables and high protein snacks whenever you're doing that. But the boost can be taken alone, but it is also designed to be taken with the Slim. So we do have some people that do take the boost by itself, and they do see some results. It's a thermogenic, so it's gonna ramp your metabolism whether you're drinking the Slim or not. But the Slim is gonna keep that blood sugar stable and hopefully keep some of those hunger cravings down. But the boost is gonna help things warm up, move a little faster. Increased energy and endurance, that's probably the number one thing that I hear from people that start the boost is like they cleaned their entire house in like 2 hours because they just couldn't sit down. So, increased energy is never a bad thing, so, you can give the boost a try, I guess.
How is that different from the accelerator?
The accelerator, I believe the difference is the accelerator is supposed to make the Slim work better. The boost can stand alone. They are made from different ingredients. This one is a little bit more of an appetite suppressant, which sounds funny because when you're revving your metabolism, you're going to feel hungry. A lot of people will feel hungry like the first 2 weeks. And then after 3 or 4 weeks or so, then they feel that appetite suppression because their body has adjusted to that increased metabolism. So,
And the boost has the thermogenic, what is the accelerator?
And the thermogenic is what makes your metabolism run a little bit better.
So you might go a little bit more flushed.
Yeah, some people feel hot with it. Yes.
I already feel hot enough.
That's your already fast.
So you should avoid that.
Yes, I would really anything that we talk about today, if you have an underlying medical condition, always talk to your doctor. Because, I mean, I am a nurse, but I don't know her personal medical history, her personal medical history. Your doctor does know that stuff. And so whenever you take the list of ingredients to them, they can tell you if it's going to be something that you should do or not. They know the medicines that you're on and all of that kind of thing.
Because it won't necessarily be a no, you can't take it if you have high blood pressure. I have high blood pressure and I take them both. It's an okay by myself.
And we do recommend starting off a little slower if you do have high blood pressure. Opening the capsule and only taking half of the capsule, pouring it in your pink drink rather than taking a whole capsule to start off. We kind of got to start a little bit slower. But people can take it. They just should talk to their doctor first. Megan is on my team. She was a stranger to me last year at this time. I did not know who she was, other than that she was related to Caitlin's daycare provider. And she's going to tell you her health testimony because it's pretty stinking awesome. So I'm going to get out of the way.
I'm going to use the podium because I don't really that stage right. I actually started my weight loss journey in January 2013. I had my son in November of 2012, and I gave pregnancy, and I made a vow to myself that I was going to lose weight. Started clean eating, exercising. By August, I had only lost 21 pounds from January to August. Really felt defeated, so I got off of my clean eating and exercise. I was still depressed, had all my health issues, and I ended up gaining 20 pounds back. Well, I had seen Plexus posts for months. I think I started seeing one back in April of 2013. But I was really skeptical of it. I tried Herbalife, Ace, Advocator, It Ross Works, Phenerine, which is very dangerous for you. Some of them worked, but they weren't long-term and they were very unhealthy. I have PCOS, I suffer from depression, hypothyroidism, high blood pressure, PCOS, high cholesterol, pre-diabetic, and acid reflux, trouble sleeping, constipation. I mean, very, very unhealthy for a 26-year-old. So I decided to give Plexus a try, so I'm trying to show it. I tried Plexus, I was just amazed by how well I felt that first week. I was already sleeping better. I lost 5 pounds my first week. I was able to stop with the junk food, and I just felt better about myself. My mood was elevated. I didn't feel so depressed. I mean, those days I didn't just want to wake up. So I would just tell you that within that first week, it just felt amazing to me. Since I've started, mid-September is when I started finally with Plexus. I've lost over 75 pounds. And I've had no soda since September, which I was drinking probably 2 44 ounces from Sonic's every day. So just terrible for a pre-diabetic. I've been able to get off of all of my blood pressure medication, my high cholesterol medication, my metformin for my blood sugar, which has awful side effects. I no longer have to take medicine for my acid reflux. My constipation is gone. I sleep amazing, so I'm off of my nighttime anti-anxiety medications, my over-the-counter sleep aids that I tried, and now I exercise at least 3 to 4 times a week. I eat healthy. I'm actually able to get off the couch and spend time with my boys, so it means a lot to me. I'm sorry. But yeah, if you're skeptical, I understand, because I was skeptical too, but it's changed my life for the better. And that's why I share it with everybody, so that's my explanation.
They told me she has really bad stage fright, but she did pretty good.
Right. That was good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on. These products are kind of some support products for our swim. So there is a little organism that is in your belly. It's called Candida. Everybody has it. Everybody is supposed to have it. You're supposed to have that in your belly. It helps with digestion of food, and after you die, it helps decompose your body. So everybody has that in their gut. The problem occurs whenever that gets a little overgrown, or a lot overgrown in my case. You also have some naturally occurring bacteria in your gut. Also supposed to help with digestion, keep your gut in a state of normalcy. Well, whenever you eat things like fast food, or whenever you take things like antibiotics when you're sick, if you live in an area that tends to have high humidity, hello Oklahoma in June, if you crave sugar, or if you eat sugar, period, you could have an overgrowth of this candida. If you think about it, whenever you are making homemade bread, I've never made homemade bread, but I know how it works. You have to put some yeast, you get a little yeast packet, put it in a bowl. What do you add to it? Hot water and a tablespoon of sugar, right? And that makes the yeast activate so that the yeast can start eating and growing, and that you add it to your bread ingredients and it makes your bread nice and fluffy. Well, same thing with the yeast that's in your stomach. High humidity and sugar, you're feeding that yeast, it becomes overgrown, it starts to take over the good bacteria in your belly. When you take antibiotics to kill an infection somewhere, sinus infection anywhere, well, that antibiotic is designed to kill all the bacteria, so it cuts at the good bacteria in your belly. So that just allows the yeast to grow even more. Well, the yeast can make you have all kinds of really nasty symptoms. So what this is a probiotic. The probiotic contains 5 friendly bacteria. I would say them, but I probably would misspell them. It also contains an ingredient called chitosanase, which is an enzyme. The outer cell wall of a candida yeast cell is called chitin. Well, this chitinase is the enzyme that can break through that chitin outer cell wall and kill that candida. So what we're doing is not only are we replacing the good bacteria in our gut, but we're also combating the bad candida yeast overgrowth that has kind of taken over the gut. So this is probably, it's a pretty close race between this and this of my two favorite products. This is good for controlling your sugar. This is good for just health in general.
Do you have to take that now?
You don't have to. It's recommended to take it at night, kind of on an empty stomach, just so it doesn't have to fight through the food. But if you can, you can take it any time of day. My husband can't remember to take it at night, so he takes it in the morning.
Okay, because I took 2 at night, and 2 nights made me restless.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
So that's why I wanted.
Try again. Start with 1.
Half of it.
Yeah, or even half. You can cut down to as far as half. You kind of got to go easy whenever you're starting to fight that candida, because it's angry. It does not like to be messed with, and it'll make you feel like doggy do if you just go at it, full speed ahead. So, and that's something I used to tell people to take too, but I've learned since then that you got to kind of ease yourself into it so that it doesn't make you so ill. So yes, try it again, but just try to start off a little slower. So yes, this is my second favorite product next to the Slim, just because if you live in the United States, you should be on a probiotic. Whether it's this probiotic or a probiotic from somewhere else, you should be on a probiotic. We don't live off the land like we used to. People don't eat vegetables like they used to. Even when you do eat vegetables, the nutritional value of the food isn't quite as good as it was way back several hundred years ago. So anything that you can do to help your gut work like it's supposed to, you can absorb the nutrients from the food a little bit better. I think probiotics are necessary for everyone. In fact, even pediatricians will put small children on probiotics to help with their tummy issues. So, okay. Sorry, I kind of already went over this. So these are some of the things that can cause overgrowth of the candida. Sugar consumption. Okay, I think we're back. Audrey, text us and let us know if we're good to go. So your immune system gets weakened, and all this stuff reoccurs. Then you get more illness, then you get more antibiotics, and it's just this vicious cycle. And you get sicker and sicker and sicker, and you don't know why. So I would, like I said, I would encourage you guys to go home and just Google Candida yeast overgrowth and symptoms of Candida yeast overgrowth, and just see what pops up. It blows my mind, and that's not something that they teach in nursing school or medical. They teach it some, they touch on it a tad, but they don't go into depth on how many things it can cause. And that could be because some of this research is pretty new, and they're realizing that, hey, if people would take some probiotics, then we wouldn't have to prescribe these medications with terrible side effects. So some of the things that Candida yeast overgrowth has been linked to joint pain and arthritis, allergies and asthma, thyroid disease, migraines, chronic fatigue. Chronic fatigue is a big one. If you're just tired all the time, you might have Candida yeast overgrowth. Anxiety, obviously digestive issues, or male and female specific health problems. Frequent yeast infections for women, you probably have Candida yeast overgrowth. I'll let her destroy what's there back here. So if you want to test and see if you think you have Candida yeast, a simple way to do that is by taking a spit test. It's non-scientific. You don't have to go to the doctor to do this. You set a cup of purified water on your nightstand in a clear glass. Let it get to room temperature. Leave it there overnight. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do before you take a sip of water, before you brush your teeth, before you do anything else, just get some spit in your mouth and spit it into that cup and leave it there for a few minutes. And when you come back, if it looks like you have a jellyfish in your water with the strings coming down, you probably have Candida yeast overgrowth. If you don't have a jellyfish, but it kind of disperses and it's just kind of floating in the water, you probably have Candida yeast overgrowth. Or if your clump sinks to the bottom, those are three signs of Candida yeast overgrowth. Now, people are like, well, what else is it going to do? If your spit stays on the surface of the water without any strings coming down, you probably don't have it. But I've had people that say, oh, I don't have it, but they still take the probiotic and see benefits from it. So just because you don't have Candida yeast overgrowth doesn't mean that you don't need to go ahead and take a probiotic. Okay, moving on. Oh, this is one of my favorites. This is my sister's best friend, BFF Amy. She was going to try to be here today to tell you this in person, her testimony, but I'm going to try. She told it a few weeks ago at a Plexus meeting, and I'm going to try to play the YouTube video. She might be a comedian. I was there that night. It was like comedy. She's hysterical. I hope the sound will work. That's my thing. I just hope the sound will work. And if not, I may go out and see. Okay. It's not working. Let's see. I see speakers, so I know that it has to be doing something. I really want this to, that might be really loud. Okay, that's not it. I really don't think it's connected to this thing. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, no. Good. Okay, let me go get somebody that knows this equipment. I don't want to ruin it.
Would everybody like a sample of the pink drink while we're waiting on her? Sure. We turned the speakers on, but that was
Oh, Megan's? Oh, I thought you were, I don't think you have. No. So this is the computer that it's on. And you can hear the speakers on. Okay. And
That's great talking. You're so fun. She's like, I have time.
you don't have to keep that. You don't want to. It's almost like it's not taking communication. Not the sound, just the sound part.
Yeah.
We're gonna double check all the connection, just to make Okay. This one's the audio. But it's for example this, which sometimes it is. And so it should be, if that's what you're saying. But let me try playing it again and see. Yeah. And I turned the volume up on the computer. No, I just did it using the buttons. Maybe if I have nothing. Always do. Oh, it's muted. Oh, well, that would make sense. Big difference right there. So all we need to do is use it. Okay. Oh, let's see if it's going. It's not connecting to there.
It's up over here. Try one more.
Okay.
It's still just coming there.
It's not making a buzzing sound anymore. Caleb. Come here.
Everything is connected. I know she wasn't playing this. I do apologize.
Okay, well, we'll just use this computer volume as loud as we can get it. I don't know if we can hear it.
And I could tell you about diabetic, not perfect. I can tell you that my blood pressure was always high, got medication, after 4 years, perfect. 44 minutes, clear. Sometimes it's perfect. I just find out I lost my weight, and I don't know that car, she says, I'm on sale. I mean, it's always been outdated, and it's so the way I would say that the thing is, for me, those kind of internal, you how to deal with it, it will manifest itself. But it comes from back a little very close as you get to and I didn't have local diabetes, rose on your slim, and that was close. But I'm back for real. Because something manifests itself my whole life, and it's called IBS. A little mouse, and I'm not sure, I think the medical term for it is bubble guts.
She called it bubble guts.
High school, dinner with family, I was used to do. I feel like she might bring dinner. I did excuse myself after dinner, and it was like, and my mom would get so frustrated. She probably said, "Yeah, and I thought, okay, here at the video, and with the 12 bed, I don't that there was a worn out carpet strip from the front to the back. And I remember going out on a first date with a guy. He went to OU at hospital. And graduated like 4 years later, and I was in a little line, so I was told me, I hate this guy, whether you do it. And this is a Thai restaurant, and I have it here, I hate it. I started noticing that I'm not taking 6 money day. I started noticing that I wasn't doing alka-seltzer to go to bed. It was alka-seltzer when I was born. I could eat pizza, and then she could eat pizza on Plexus. And I'm 5'4", I took care of my words in order. She didn't have her own. She's not more because I didn't talk to her. I really get that stuff. I thought she lost her way. So, yeah, I always ate for the old dishes. They were vegetarian. That was me. But there was people that were Christmas life. My friend was like, I can do dinner. I always encourage my team to sell the co-brand. You're doing someone service if you're not asking your customers how you're going to use this product. They have. Like I have, really don't have for sure. But everybody needs their gut check. This is not for my mind. It's an actual conference.
I know it was a little hard to hear. So basically, Amy had or has IBS, and she has found that the Probiotic 5 has helped her not need to take 6 ammonium a day. Can you imagine? 6 ammonium a day, that's a lot of ammonium. I've known Amy since I was like 6. But I didn't know, but I didn't live with her either. So, like 6 ammonium a day, that's a lot of ammonium. Like, that would make a normal person really constipated. And Alka-Seltzer twice a day. I don't like Alka-Seltzer anyway. I can't imagine having to drink it twice a day. So, at the end, she said the Slim saved her from diabetes, a potential heart attack, brought her blood pressure, blood sugar, all that stuff back down into normal, which she's totally thankful for. But the main thing was that the Probiotic 5 gave her life back to eat cheese. She can pretty much eat whatever she wants now. She can do things after dinner, go to dinner and a movie with her husband, not just dinner and to the bathroom. So she is living life a little more happily thanks to the Probiotic 5. Thanks, Amy, for letting us borrow your video. She's watching it, or she said it's her show. The next, did we skip the BioCleanse?
There it is, yeah.
Oh, there we go. BioCleanse is another gut health product. Its main function is to oxygenate your gut to help it function properly. So my favorite analogy is whenever you're at a car wash, an automatic car wash, and you see 3 cars go in one side of the car wash to get their car clean, you expect to see 3 cars come out the end of the car wash, right? So if you eat 3 meals a day going in one side of the car wash, you should expect to see 3 meals coming out the other end of the car wash. So if you are not having a bowel movement once a day, and I am a nurse, so I can talk about food. If you're not having 3 bowel movements, or at least 1 bowel movement a day, I would highly recommend the BioCleanse. And this is another thing that can take your body a little bit to adjust to it. Some people have some bloating with it at the beginning, but if you continue to take it and push through that bloating phase, your life will be awesome. Especially if you struggle with constipation, the probiotic plus the BioCleanse is an awesome thing for people like that.
Is that something you take every day all the time?
You don't have to. Like some people, it cleans them out so well that they're running to the bathroom frequently. I tell them to cut back or skip a day, do every other day. You kind of just have to base it off of how your gut is tolerating the capsules.
Dan, I have to take it every day.
I'm an everyday taker of this.
But I like that it's gentle, it's not like a laxative, because I've been deathly sick from taking too many laxatives.
Yeah.
TMI.
Yes, yeah. It's not a laxative. It's not meant to make you have diarrhea. It's just meant to make it regular. It's not a stool softener. It's just meant to make things move like they're supposed to move. My husband is he's a non-diagnosed IBS, but I've known him since I was like 15, and I would diagnose him with IBS. It was funny because he takes pretty much everything, and we were out of town this weekend, and Slade's, that's my husband, his stepfather was having some tummy issues, and he's like, I know Slade has some Imodium. He always has Imodium. Do you guys have any Imodium? And I'm like, no. I mean, I don't bring it anymore because he hasn't needed it in so long. He hasn't taken an Imodium in probably 6 months or more. So he's kind of, along with Amy, not having to tote around that extra bag of medication just in case his belly starts acting up. So, and he doesn't like promote Plexus or anything, but he was like, no, since I've been taking my Plexus stuff, I don't really use Imodium anymore, which I was like, see, you do like it. You do like it. Plexus 96. This is our protein meal on the go. This is not a meal replacement shake. We say again, not a meal replacement shake. Some people do like to drink it for breakfast, especially with school starting up. People that have to get out the door, get their kids to school, and they find themselves like, oh shoot, I didn't eat breakfast. And instead of going to the vending machine and getting out a honey bun, this is a good alternative. It contains 15 grams of protein in every serving. It comes in a little package, like so. The instructions say mix it with water. I mix mine with almond milk. I've had some people try it with water, and they say it doesn't taste very good with water. So I mix mine with almond milk. You can do regular milk if you want to. And if you're wanting to use it as like a breakfast meal replacement, add some fruit to it. You can add some, they have this like peanut butter powder now. Add some of that to it for some extra protein. One of my sisters has come up with like the most amazing breakfast shake with the chocolate version. I'm like, wow, that is amazing. There's all kinds of recipes that you can play around with, different fruits, and some people throw some spinach in there for some green stuff. So the idea with the 96 is to help you have a healthy alternative whenever you're running short on time, rather than going to the drive-thru or going to the vending machine. It's not meant to, hey, replace 2 meals a day, then you can have your 1 meal for lunch or dinner or whatever. It's not meant to be like that. It's just a healthy alternative to the fast food choice. The fast relief system. I love the fast relief stuff. We have we actually have 3 products. 2 fast relief products and 1 nerve health product. The fast relief cream is a topical cream rub on the outside. Hey, what you doing? Rub on the outside of your skin. It's supposed to be used for spot treatment of aches and pains. I brought some samples, so if anybody wants to try the fast relief cream, I don't know how to get it all. Should pass around. If you have a shellfish allergy, fast relief products are not for you. One of their main ingredients is the lipronol, that's derived from the New Zealand greenlet mussel. So that's a shellfish. So if you have shellfish sensitivity or allergies, or if any of your potential customers for your ambassadors, if you have anybody that has a shellfish allergy, this is not a product that they necessitate. The way the greenlet mussel works is that it's an anti-inflammatory. It decreases the inflammation at the spot of the pain as far as the topical cream goes, and then we also have some capsules that decrease the inflammation from the inside out. So if you have people that have arthritis or people that just have acute pain, back pain here and there, and they're taking anti-inflammatories like Motrin or Tylenol or naproxen, which is a lead, if they're taking those on a daily basis, this might be something that they want to use an alternative. It's natural. Comes from an ingredient from the sea, the greenlet mussel. It's not going to do the same damage to your GI tract like Motrin does. That Motrin is not, if you didn't know, Motrin is not very good for the lining of your GI tract. And Tylenol, I'm sure many of you know, is not that great for your liver. It's kind of hard to process through the liver. So if you have somebody that's doing something like that on a daily basis, you can give them some cream, recommend these capsules, and see if it's something that can, if not completely replace their anti-inflammatory regimen, help them cut back so that they're not experiencing the issues from the motion. Oh my goodness. We're getting close, KK, okay? Almost done. I think our last one, oh, the nerve health support. Nerve health support, I think it's the next one. Yes, the nerve health support is meant to help repair damaged nerve cells. Okay, thank you. There can be trauma done to nerve cells caused by several things. Physical trauma, metabolic issues that can cause some chronic pain. The vascular nerve health support helps regenerate helps the body generate nerve growth factor, which can help stimulate the regeneration of damaged nerves. So if you have somebody that has had a car accident and they have like a tingling sensation because of some nerve damage, you can recommend the nerve health support to them. So people with multiple sclerosis, that's a nerve health disease. So we have some people with MS that take this and they feel like their symptoms have been improved by that. So it's not a cure, but it can sometimes help with symptoms. X Factor. This is my third favorite product. And I'm 14 weeks pregnant, and my doctor approved me to take this. Well, he approved me to take pretty much everything, but it contains everything you need. I just have to add a little bit of folic acid to this. So if you have some pregnant people that are asking you about Plexus, we always say ask your doctor. But the reason I love this vitamin so much, and I was so bound and determined to take it, is because it contains aloe. So typically when you take a multivitamin, you'll notice that when you pee, the pee's a little yellow, a little more yellow than normal. That's because vitamins are really hard to absorb to your body. Unless you're eating a certain kind of foods to help you absorb certain kind of minerals and vitamins, you don't necessarily always absorb everything. Well, the X Factor vitamin also has a patented form of aloe vera in it. And what the aloe does is it helps your body absorb those vitamins and minerals that you typically don't absorb normally. So whenever I take this, I can feel the benefit of it. With any other vitamin, prenatal vitamin, normal vitamin, before, I didn't feel different. This makes me feel like I'm doing something proactive. So the aloe oxygenates the body, helps safeguard against dysfunctional sugar. There's tons of good vitamins and antioxidants in here. The New Zealand blackcurrant is kind of the main. It's kind of the main antioxidant that's in this vitamin, but the main thing is it being patented with the aloe. It helps you absorb the vitamins better. And then they just came out this summer with a family chewables version, so that people that either can't swallow pills or don't like to swallow pills, and children can also get the benefit of the X Factor. Now, this does not contain the aloe. Typically, children don't have as much of a hard time absorbing the vitamins as adults do because of our diets and whatnot, already pre-existing issues. But it does have the New Zealand blackcurrant, which is the antioxidant. So it's kind of got a sweet tart kind of flavor to it. It's kind of got some tartness to it. So
I always love it.
Her children love it. My sister's kids love it. Fiona hasn't taken it yet because I'm waiting to speak with her physician to see how much of it she needs. So,
Yeah.
We're waiting. So the X Factor, the Slim, and the Mobile are like my top 3 products. Not that I don't love them all. I've used them all, aside from the nerve health support. They're all great products. They're all very beneficial in different ways. But I think that's the end of my product overview. I think it is. Okay. And I am just going to have you guys watch a video about the compensation plan. Who's an ambassador already? An ambassador? Okay. So I've tried several times to myself explain the compensation plan. It's in depth. It's complex. It's fantastic. But I typically confuse people more after explaining it than before. So the company has created a compensation plan video so that I don't have to confuse you. So I'm gonna have you watch it. Hopefully the sound is a little bit louder on this one than on Amy's iPhone video. And then after that, we're just gonna hang out, ask questions, answer questions, and all that kind of stuff. Oh, let's do surprises. Let's get some prizes. I don't know, I think she's eating house links. Are you eating this? Or playing with receipts, that too. Oh, excellent. Oh, she was saying very Okay, pull out your tickets, Dubs. Debbie Blackstock. All right, well, which one? You can come up and pick. They're printed on the back of the table here.
You have any products that help on your side?
Have you tried any of the fashion week stuff?
I can't do that. I'm already shown.
Oh, yeah, we don't want you to do that. Yeah, I think those are really the only, that's really the only thing that would, off the top of my head, help would be this. Yeah.
I can get contracted. Oh, I don't know if that would be good for the minister.
Oh, well.
This is the bottom.
Mhm.
And I don't have to have it.
Right. The vitamin, however, people have found that the vitamin just has alum in it, helps you absorb the sun a little bit better if you take it with the slam. So, so yeah, yeah, I think that would be a good thing to try, for sure.
Or
Absolutely.
take it for a while.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, next. I think everybody that is here is probably gonna get a Sue Brandon. You're kidding. No. Here you go. Thank you. Mary? Mary's one of the she's just like a mouse. So there's some stuff in there for the 7-day trial, for the Sun Accelerator at United States. Next slide. Thanks for coming. Okay, we're gonna do the video. Oh, I hope the sound is louder. And this is not, they do not ramble like I do. This is only 8 minutes long. My thing is like an hour.
As you've already learned in sections 1 and 2, the Plexus worldwide compensation plan has 8 different ways for you to earn a raise money. It's very unique, and it's responsible for the fairness that ambassadors experience when they build a business in Plexus. The fact that it's designed to evenly distribute the payout is why so many ambassadors are successful in business. When they are making good money, tend to stay in a program. This characteristic alone means that your downline is more stable, don't have to continually replace your program. Obviously, the outcome means that your income compounds, and your business grows more rapidly than the typical network marketing experience. The 11 ways come to you through 2 channels. The primary channel is our profit sharing program through the Plexus Plus system. The second channel involves the other 10 ways to earn through Plexus bonuses. Let's examine the profit sharing program first. This is the #1 way to earn money in Plexus. Each Plexus ambassador qualifies with $100 personal volume during a given month. And they are assigned a point value based on what level of your organization they are on. Every point has a dollar value. The mathematical minimum is $1.80 per point. But due to personal volumes tending to always be greater than $100 for each ambassador, the value of a point has historically been slightly above $3. This is calculated by dividing the total amount of money in the profit sharing pool by the total points accumulated by all ambassadors who qualify company-wide. Your commission check each month is the sum of all of the ambassador points you have in your downline times the value of a point. For example, if you had 10 ambassadors who qualified on your first level, 30 ambassadors on your second level, and 50 ambassadors on your third level, each one is worth 5 points to you. That totals 90 ambassadors at 5 points each, which equals 450 points. If points are worth $3 that month, your total commission check is $1,350. This example demonstrates 3 levels for simplification. The Plexus profit sharing plan computes points 7 levels down. Now let's look at the Plexus bonuses, starting with the second way to make money with Plexus Worldwide, called business building bonuses. When a new ambassador joins the company, they are eligible to purchase a welcome pack, which varies from $99 to $199. This is a one-time only opportunity, and it's a super good deal. 50% of the welcome pack purchase price is paid as a bonus. Half to the sponsor, 25% to the first qualified ambassador above them, 15% to the next qualified ambassador above them, and then 10% to the third qualified ambassador online from them. The third way to earn money is by achievement bonuses. As you grow your business, Plexus will pay you a one-time bonus when you achieve a new rank. When you become a silver ambassador, the bonus is $100. A gold ambassador receives $250. When you become a senior gold ambassador, it's $350. The fourth way to earn money at Plexus is the Fast Start Achievement Bonus. If you achieve the status of gold ambassador, senior gold, ruby, or senior ruby within the first 30 days of becoming an ambassador, your rank achievement bonuses are doubled. For example, if you achieve gold status, the normal achievement bonus is $250. Plus, you have already achieved silver status, which is a bonus of $100, giving you a total of $350. With the Fast Start Achievement Bonus, when you achieve this in the first 30 days, the $350 bonus is doubled to $700. The fifth way to earn money with Plexus is through retail rewards commissions. As a Plexus ambassador, you are a business. Earn profits from sales as any business would. Your ambassador price is wholesale. You can purchase products and sell them at the retail price, and the profit is yours. Once your account exceeds the 100 PV amount in any month, there are additional bonuses that you will receive, whether you purchase yourself or one of your retail or preferred customers purchases online. On the accumulated total PV in your account between 100 and 499, your retail rewards commission is 15% of that total. If you go above 500 PV, your retail rewards commissions will be 25% of the total amount of PV over 100. The sixth way to earn money at Plexus is by personal volume override commissions. If you are the sponsor of an ambassador who earns retail rewards commissions, you will receive additional commissions. The personal volume override commission is 5% of the personal volume over $100, and this is included in your monthly commission check. The seventh way to earn with Plexus is through the preferred customer program. A preferred customer has an auto ship order established with the company, and each product they get each month has a bonus value that is paid to you. For example, the preferred customer bonus on Plexus Slim or Accelerator is $18, and this is paid to you each month. Value varies for each of the products and generally a preferred customer bonus. Way number 8 is the Emerald Cool bonus. Plexus sets aside 3% of the entire ambassador monthly payout and divides it among the Emerald ambassadors who are qualified. The number of qualified Emeralds is divided into the total in the pool, and that is paid as their share of the bonus. The 9th way to earn money in Plexus is through the Sapphire Pool bonus. Those who have achieved the level of Sapphire ambassador retain their share in the Emerald Pool bonus. Plus, they receive a Sapphire Pool bonus. Pool consists of 1% of the entire ambassador payout, and it is evenly shared among the Sapphire ambassadors who qualified that month. The 10th way to earn money with Plexus Worldwide is by the Diamond Pool bonus. Those who have achieved Diamond status retain their share of both the Emerald and Sapphire Pool bonuses. And on top of that, they receive a share of another 1% of the entire ambassador payout total that is placed in the Diamond Pool. Bonus is shared evenly with all Diamond ambassadors who qualify that month. The 11th way to earn money in Plexus is through the Diamond Re-Entry Program. Once you achieve Diamond Ambassador and achieve 6,000 points in your download, you are given a completely new position that is placed on your first level under your original position. It's as if you recruited yourself, and you can then build a second organization that allows you to double leverage your earnings by paying you once on the activity under your new position, and it pays you a second time on the same activity by way of your first position. This information may also be found in print on our website and in the welcome pack materials you receive when you join Plexus Worldwide.
All right. I know that was kind of short and sweet, but if you're interested in joining our team, you can talk to the ambassador that invited you to come today, and they can kind of go over that. We have some documents and stuff that we can send in that are a little bit more detailed. That's just kind of an overview to get you introduced to it. I have a quick business testimonial, and for some people it might not be a very big deal, but well, I guess there's two things. So I have been an ambassador for a year. I'm senior gold, so that's about halfway up the step ladder. And I've basically just been saving my paychecks from Plexus. I work full-time. Well, I have a full-time job and an occasional part-time job that I work outside of Plexus. So Plexus was definitely an icing on the cake type of situation for me. But many of you don't know this, but nurses, RNs in Oklahoma don't necessarily get paid. I mean, we get paid decent. Probably get, in comparison to my teacher friends, if my teacher friends worked year-round and on holidays, I would probably get paid about equivalent to what a teacher gets paid. So, and most people think teachers don't get paid well, so there you go. Nurses and teachers are kind of a gossip. Anyhow, so we have some debt, and we do okay as far as paying things, but there were days that on Monday, I would have to call my husband at work and say, you can't spend any more money this week until I get paid on Friday. So we have groceries at home, just don't spend any, hope you have gas in your car, basically, was kind of what it was. So it was kind of one of those things where it's embarrassing to talk about. You don't want anybody to know that you struggle or live paycheck to paycheck at any point in time, but we were definitely in that boat. And after having our daughter, things got a little tighter. And, we were anticipating that. We knew that kids are expensive, but it was just kind of one of those things. You do what you got to do. So when I started Plexus, I had to put my sign-up fee on a credit card, which is not cool. But I really wanted to do it. My husband was like, I cannot believe you're going to do this. But he went ahead and was like, okay, whatever. You do what you want to do. And I got a decent paycheck my first month. And I was like, see? And I was able to pay off the credit card that I used to sign up. So I was like, see, I can do this. I also paid for our hotel when we went on vacation, which that was a big deal because we wouldn't have ever got to go on vacation if we didn't have the extra money. in March of this year, we purchased 2.5 acres of land out west of Mustang. We're going to build a house there this year. And it was 2 weekends ago, I was doing laundry, and I noticed the spots on our clothes, and I'm like, what is on our clothes? But we had a top load washer, our transmission went out on it, and it started spewing oil onto our clothes inside the drum. And I'm like, well, can't fix that, so we have to get a new washer. But rather than putting a washer on a credit card or financing our brand new front load washer, I was able to pull it out of some of the money I'd saved from Plexus, and we paid cash for it. So to me, something like that would have set us back for several months before Plexus, but now we have the option to, if we want to go out and eat, we can. If we want to take a weekend vacation, we can. If we have an emergency and need to pay for a new washer, that's something we can do. So if you find yourself in any of those positions, I would encourage you to at least look at the opportunity. You don't have to sign up immediately. You don't have to sign up at all, but at least look at the opportunity. There's very minimal investment involved in comparison to the potential of what it can do to bless your life. So anyway, thank you guys so much for coming. I rambled a lot, and it's almost 3 o'clock. So if you have any questions, you can ask us, or you can get with the ambassador that invited you. And if you need to be somewhere and you have to leave, you can do that too. Oh yeah, we need to give away.
Yes, Megan. Megan needs a